Hello everyone. I'll be speaking about supporting evidence-based teaching. What can online language assessment data tell us? My name is Fusae Nojima from the Australian Council for Educational Research, ACER. Before we begin, I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this presentation was made and pay my respects to elders past, present and future. This presentation is aimed at assisting teachers to use data to direct teaching. What we are looking at today is how the effective use of data collected from online language assessments can support evidence-based teaching. When we contemplate the role of online language assessment in modern education, it is important to ask why you use it along with other assessment tools. You can use it to diagnose what students can do and cannot do, monitor progress of your students' proficiency in languages, use the data to inform teaching and plan teaching based on evidence, give feedback to your students, measure students' attainment, extend problem-solving skills, enhance students' ability to use what they know, encourage gifted students and support struggling students, recognize students' achievement, and promote and stimulate language learning. In order to show some examples of how we can plan teaching based on evidence, this presentation will focus on the informing aspect in particular. The assessment data used in this presentation comes from the Assessment of Languages Competence, or ALC. ALC is a suite of language assessments designed to assess language competence in learners of additional languages developed by ACER. This 30-year-old program offers listening and reading comprehension tasks in a multiple choice format with a mission to celebrate and enhance the learning of languages in the Asia-Pacific region. The ALC has evolved to an online assessment that is now available on demand. After testing your students, you will receive a certificate to recognize their achievement. There are also a number of reports available instantly. Here is a summary of the ALC reports. There are group report, individual report, and comparison data. Assessment data, such as the ALC data, introduced in the previous slide, often contain information about students' overall levels of attainment in a subject area, levels of attainment in sub-areas of learning, areas of strength, and misunderstandings and areas of difficulty. Now, by using the ALC sample data, I'll address the research question, how can the effective use of data collected from online language assessments support evidence-based teaching? What we have here is a sample data of 19 students taken from the ALC. I'll just give you a moment to digest this information. These students did the ALC Japanese listening test. Student 7 did the assessment twice. Raw scores are shown out of a total of 25 questions, as well as showing the percentage of the correct responses the student got and the achievement level. Let me zoom into the most relevant part of the sample data. On this data, we can see the additional information called question classification. There are WM, SM, INI, IE, and ING. These abbreviations signify the skill. that the question is trying to test. For example, question 1 is WM or word match question, where a student is required to directly match a word or image from a text to the correct answer. There's also information about percentage correct within the group. This shows the percentage of the students who got the correct item correct within this group. This can be useful when you are investigating common misunderstandings and so forth. Assessment data can be used to identify starting points for further teaching and learning, monitor progress and trends over time, and evaluate the effectiveness of the strategies, policies, and interventions. Interpreting data is all about asking specific questions, then drawing inferences from the data to answer those questions. For example, you can ask questions in relation to students' past performance, similarity to other learners, and attainment of skills or knowledge in the learning domain. With these questions in mind, let's return to the ALC sample data. How does the student's level of attainment compare to other students? Have a look at the 14% correct within, look at the percentage correct within the group. Question 19 shows that only 14% of this group got a correct response. Questions 4 and 8 also demonstrate a relatively low percentage of correct responses within this group. What is the student likely to know, understand, and be able to do? Question 8 and 19 indicate that many students in this particular class were not able to answer SM questions. They couldn't match a word or image from a text with another word or phrase. It is then possible to plan teaching sessions to consolidate the relevant skills. How has the student improved and by how much? As mentioned before, student 7 took the Japanese listening test twice, in August last year and January this year. By comparing these two sets of results from the same student, you could see the progress this student has made. The total raw score and the percentage correct improved, as well as the achievement level. Also, this student became able to match a word or image from a text with another word or phrase. Therefore, we could say that the data shows the learning tasks set for student 7 has been effective. Assessment data, such as demonstrated in this presentation, can be a powerful tool for you to collect information about your students, where they are in their learning. Such assessment data can also be used to monitor student progress and evaluate teaching effectiveness. Being able to draw information from different sets of assessment data is a very important skill for teachers to have. Thank you very much for your attention. Please feel free to contact me if you have any comments or if you'd like to find out about the ALZ program. Thank you.